Many send me a request about coding tips, let it be kernel, user space, whatever it is, or else asking about how they should start their career in coding and programming and stuff like that. I can tell one thing: before you do all these things, you need to know how to sit properly. Okay, I seen often even my students started complaining they are getting back pains, and they don't feel comfortable working from home and things like that. And partly, of course, some are married and they have kids and family and other stuff, so they feel distracted, and also partly it is they don't have proper network connectivity, and some may live in small towns. Often there may be power cuts and stuff like that. But I can address at least one thing is I can show the things I use, and then I can give some tips, so that perhaps you can think about how you can design your desk. See, you can see here I have this desk. This is quite old one. I got this when I had my firm. It is nothing, I bought it for the home. Since I closed it later, I just got it to my home. So it's a generic multimedia desk. Perhaps you can use this, or else you can just use a regular table. See, I'm not a big fan of any of this. Since I'm using it, I just fitted with a small lamp, so that in the night I can use this lamp, so that it can be used as a desk lamp. I don't have a space to add any extra desk lamp. Perhaps I can do if I shift to a different house, and if I have a large table. I don't like even this setup, and I don't like this side stuff and all. Okay, I may do a complete this thing, rework on this. But you can see this is a generic desk. You can have something like this. I like keeping keyboard here. I don't like this keyboard tray. I'm going to show you shortly by lowering or moving this camera to a different tripod. Since this is there, I'm just using it, and moreover I have this laptop. I use it for any casual video watching and things like that. But when I code, I use my main PC and I type it over here with my keyboard. So this is my setup, and the most important thing is about the choice of your chair. I know people tend to buy this kind of ergonomic chairs and stuff like that, with lumbar support, all that fancy stuff. See, people do things because people who generally tend to work in IT industries, they don't mind spending a lot of money. So some may feel their budget is some 4K, 5K, then they may get some unbranded ones, and some with more budget, they can think maybe I can buy it for much more expensive price like this. So you can see there, if you convert it to dollars, it will come to maybe $100 to $200, or around at the range of $150, which is around 10,000 Indian rupees. So you can see there, you can find all these options. So anything, if you find, they will provide various images. Let's just pick some couple of them randomly. Okay, so they can show that it provides this back support and stuff like that. So you can perhaps check such images. Okay, chair lumbar support, then you will get some crazy images like this. Okay, yeah, something like that. So they will put the spinal cord, and this chair is supporting and all. And this is a common thing in the industry. People do get back pain, especially once you are near to 30 years or something. It is more prone. But I do have a student who is around 26 or something. He had some other ailments, and back pain is one of the important issue he was dealing at some point of time. So I can say that it kind of partly works, but I just tell you, I have used this extensively, and of course when I was working in various firms, we do have such things. But the thing is, it is going to give you more discomfort than doing anything good. Okay, it may be little soft. It kind of suited for women or little bit who are obese. Okay, if you are little obese, perhaps you may need some support over here, which is lower back nearby. Okay, other than that, rather than trying out some option like this, I can suggest buy yourself a very cheap plastic chair like this. most importantly, you should make sure that it has this arm support. Okay, so you can go back to Amazon, you can say search plastic chair, and you will get things like that. Okay, see, some are meant for garden use and stuff like that. Okay, I don't suggest them. You can just pick a very generic cheap one. Okay, I'm saying the more complicated it is, the more it is going to cause trouble for an extensive period of use. Okay, see, for instance, something like that. I think this is for kids. Let's see something like an adult version. So something like this, which looks cool, professional, at the same time comfortable. Don't ever buy such chairs. These are restaurant chairs. Okay, just use your common sense. This is not for using it on a computer desk. Okay, this is going to cause you a lot of trouble. Without the arm support, you should never buy a chair, because your body will tend to lean or something like that. So you need arm rest at any case. Okay, don't buy this. This is meant for dining table use, something like that, or else a garden use. You can put a teapot and have some snacks, tea. Even then, I am not a person who likes this variant much. So make sure you get any chair with some sort of, see, for instance, this has this arm rest, and it looks cool and decent. So something like that. In my case, I have this chair. This is around maybe perhaps by now 15 years or something. Okay, I just still use the same. So I use this, and I can show you that how I sit. I don't generally sit like what they show in this picture. So even in office, many have noticed me. I don't ever sit like this. It is going to cause you a lot of back pain. Okay, they show some sitting posture. This is the better way. This is the not so good way, and stuff like that. You can search. Okay, sitting better, sitting posture. Okay, and you will get again lot of pictures like this. So you can see there you are not supposed to sit, and you are supposed to see like this at the eye level and stuff. So you will get lot of things like that. Again, I'm saying you, none of this works out. You can try yourself. You will find again, you will get extreme body ache, and moreover, the neck ache you will get. So, which is why I'm saying this video is important. If you want to sit for a long time and comfortably do office work, and especially for programmers, if you want to do, good programming, first you need to relax your body, relax your mind, and you need to sit at a comfortable posture. Okay, you can't eat standing. Okay, you may eat in some buffet and stuff like that, but you can't get satisfied eating like this, standing and eating. You can't do that. Okay, you need to sit relaxed, and then you can enjoy your meal. Same way, you want to do coding, you need to sit first comfortably, and then we can talk about whether you can code or not. Okay, so again, you don't need none of these things. And in the home, try avoiding all this chairs with wheels. Okay, this is a big no-no. Again, I'm saying this is a mistake I have done. It is a real big no-no. Okay, never use this type of chairs, and especially any of these chairs with lumbar support, none of this garbage. Okay, it just don't work out. Okay, you can use it, maybe perhaps after a month you will start noticing again you will get back pains. So what I can do is I can change this camera to a different tripod, so that I can show the way how I sit. See, I mounted the camera on a different tripod so that you can have a clear look. See, you can see there, this is my chair. You can see there, this is my chair. The one thing I like about it is little flexible. Okay, see, you can see there it is little flexible. So this is going to give you a little more comfort in case if you compare this with a typical wooden chair. Of course, you can have padding, but what about flexing the other parts? Okay, you can even stretch this, okay, a little bit, and moreover, even this it little flexes. So I feel it is extremely comfortable, and it is not that expensive either. You can buy a couple of them, and you can toss them around. It's also stackable and things like that, which you can't do with wooden chairs. Okay, it is the advantage is if you are living in a small house, you can stack them up and things like that. So you can buy a bunch of them at the same cost as one wooden chair. Okay, so this is what it is. So typically you can sit like this. Of course, this is a regular posture. Of course, people sometimes do put a leg on a leg. Sometimes I do sit like this and I do code, but even then it is not that comfortable posture either. So I can tell you what I do is generally I keep my leg like this. See, it goes into this loop. Okay, there is this hand rest. I put the leg like this and I sit and I code, but the more comfortable posture is I generally put this other leg like this, okay, and it has the tendency to make me lean backwards. Let me just readjust this camera so that you can have a clear look. Right, see, you can see me, I sit first like this, and what happens is this puts a pressure over here, which is not good. See, if you constantly sit like this, your feet will ache, and moreover it has a tendency to get this area numb. So what you can do is you can put your leg like this, okay, so this way, and you can little bit lean forward. See, I'm leaning forward, okay, so instead of backward, sometimes you can lean backwards when you watch some videos or something like that, but when you start coding, you can code like this. Even now I can code. In fact, when I shoot these videos, I sit like this, okay. Many don't you can't see them, okay. Many think I am just sitting normal. I don't sit like this. I sit like this and then I code. Of course it looks awkward, but I tell you, it is the most comfortable posture, and you can little readjust yourself like this. As you do this, you will tend to know a little bit. You can adjust and you can little lean back like this. See, I'm leaning back over here, and you can do this way when you watch something, but when you are actively coding, you can sit like this and then you can code like this. Of course I'll be sitting in this direction, okay, I'll be sitting like this. Let me show it in backwards, sideways, see, and you can see my back, okay. See, I sit like this and like this, right? So you can sit like this and you can comfortably code. See, I can code like this. As I said, I don't like the keyboard over here, but I like more or less here. But since I have this laptop and I don't have the space, I'm putting it over here. Preferably, of course, you can raise these tabs, okay, because it's kind of in an awkward, position. But you can sit like this for hours together, unlike those so-called ergonomic chairs. So you can do this way, and once you put your leg here and once you sit like this, it gives a sort of a posture where your body is little more flexible, and you can use the mouse like this. You can lean forward and you can rest, okay. See, and I can show you the flex. See, as you bend, see this, it kind of bends, right? See, the plastic, it bends, right? So this is why I'm saying, see, the plastic, it bends in the backwards, okay. See, in the back, the plastic, it bends, and you can lean like this. You can lean sideways and you can do something, and then you can code. So this is, I feel this is by far the most comfortable posture. If women have any difficulty, backache or something, they can definitely pull some kind of a pillow or something and put it over here as a backrest, okay. Of course you will get those pillow cushion or chair cushions or something like that. You can put like this, but I don't like much because the chair itself is little flexible. You don't need anything else. But if you feel like, you can buy a very small one and you can put over here, but I don't much like those options. And it depends. If you are too obese, of course you may not find it that comfortable. You may find it more cramped than me, but in general you can sit comfortably. As you see here, I can sit, and your body is going to be more relaxed in this way, and you don't feel any sort of numbness in feet. And as you see here, you can sit, or else little bit like we sit in a normal position. You can try sitting, but of course we can't do in this style, okay, like we sit generally, like we Indians sit, okay. So we can't do this. Let me turn towards the camera, right? See, you can't sit like this, like we sit generally. Sometimes you can manage, but it is not that comfortable. Since I'm little short, it's fine, but if you're a little taller person, this is not a comfortable posture, okay. I can show you. The best thing is, you put your leg here, and I'm not sure how far it works in the other way around. I am not used. I feel little awkward. but I can manage. See, this is the other way around, but I don't feel that comfortable since I'm used. I generally put this leg over here, and then this leg I cross it here. Sometimes if I want, I can put it inside this loop, right, and keep it in this way. So in this posture, once I sit, I feel really comfortable. I can sit like this perhaps for several hours. Okay, so hope now you got it. Okay, when I shoot videos, I keep the chair towards the camera so that I have to type like this, a little awkward, but I can manage something. But I can do this only if I cross my other leg on top, then it is more comfortable. And you can see me just now you get the hint. In almost all videos I keep my other leg like this. Sometimes I support my foot on this desk as well. Okay, so I sit like this, and to an extent I can type, but this is the best posture when I shoot videos. But when I code, of course I turn towards the towards my desk and I do my work. This is the posture I usually sit, and I can sit for hours together. I don't ever get any sort of back pain as they complain. Another thing is, if you are not looking for buying plastic chairs, the advantage of plastic chair is, as you bend little back, it has little bit of flexibility. Okay, it can little flex. Okay, unlike wooden chairs. Okay, the problem with wooden chairs is you feel it is lot stiffer. Okay, it is not good for your comfort. You should not get too much padding. At the same time, it should not be too stiff as well. Okay, but in case if you are looking for some wooden alternatives, perhaps you can search something like this. Okay, wooden chair arm rest something. Again, I'm saying, make this a point. You should always have a armrest. Avoid these type of wooden chairs. Again, this is too stiff. Okay, you can see there, it's too stiff. It is almost a 90-degree angle. So avoid these type of chairs. Go for something little bit. I can't recommend this either. Somewhat little bit, something like this. Okay, this is not a bad idea, but again, I don't like wooden chairs because everywhere you touch, it is going to hurt you because it is going to be excessively stiff. If you are looking for working around 4 to 5 hours, okay, you can't use this much. Okay, again, it depends on your mileage. What about this? Yeah, this is a good looking plastic chair. See, all these chairs are not expensive. This is far affordable, when you compare to other alternatives, what you've seen with so-called lumbar support. See, these are the old type, vintage chairs. This again is not recommended. This is good for garden or outdoor use, things like that. Okay, this again I can't recommend. See, it's quite difficult to find proper wooden alternatives. You can see that this is meant for sofa and stuff. Even this is not suited. This is kind of fine, but I'm not I'm not liking this slope over here. It is going to slip your arm each time as you keep, and moreover, once it collects dust and sweat and other stuff, it's going to be slippery. Okay, I'm not sure how far this works out as far as comfort. Okay, something like this is not a bad choice either, but it again depends how you sit. Okay, so one other advantage also I get is when I shoot my videos, I lean towards this side and I can talk like this, and I can also use my knee as a rest sometimes. So I sit like this comfortably. Okay, same thing if you are doing any work, if you are doing any extensive work and you are supposed to sit for many hours, try this. I'm telling you, just try this. Get something like this. Try this and make sure that your desk is at a comfortable height. If you are using directly laptop instead of monitor. There is also one more thing. As you get little older, I suggest, if you are around 28, 29, 30 years, preferably don't use the laptop screens or the laptop inbuilt monitor, whatever, on the laptop. Try avoid that, and you can use some monitor like this. The more larger you can see comfortably, otherwise you are supposed to, you have the tendency to squint your eyes. Okay, and moreover, since the laptops are little crammed up, what happens is, if you are working on any extensive Excel sheets, time sheets, or I got even a couple of them who are like working in sales marketing, and they have to work on those MS Office kind of stuff. more often. What happens is you find it little cramped, okay, the overall real estate of your screen. So invest in a good monitor. This one is a 23-inch BenQ monitor, something like this, okay, preferably little large, and don't make it ultra bright because you are going to work for many hours. Invest in some monitor like this, otherwise you have the tendency of squinting your eyes. Let me show what it happens. If you use a very small laptop and try taking a picture of your face, you try to squint like this, okay, because you can't see the things and you have the tendency to squint your eyes, or kind of you see like this. It's not a good thing because it is going to put a lot of pressure over here and you will get headache, okay. Avoid the laptop screens and invest in a good large monitor like this, and always avoid again this stupid laptop keyboard and touchpads and stuff like that, okay. If you are really serious, invest in a good keyboard and mouse combination. You can buy in Amazon something, a combo or something like that, okay. Avoid this laptop chiclet keyboard, all this bullshit. Actually invest in a good keyboard, and if you have some money, try investing in some good mechanical keyboard, okay, rather than membrane keyboard. So you can invest in something like that. Unfortunately they promote for gaming and stuff, but trust me, if you are doing some serious code, this is the most by far comfortable keyboard ever you can use, rather than using the membrane keyboard. So invest in some kind of mechanical keyboard, which is going to be a lot more comfortable than using the laptop provided keyboard. And sometimes, unfortunately, during these tough times, offices may not provide you the required gear, all the things what you need. In that case, it's okay, you can invest some money by yourself. There's a choice you have. One is to wait for them to provide and undergo this pain every day, or you can just invest some money yourself and then try to be in that job recruited and carry on with your work, okay. The most important thing is, now everyone have some trouble, even companies do have lot of issues, okay. Then we wait for the company to provide these things as per each employee, okay. It is impossible. So you can invest somewhat by yourself and then get things whichever it suits you the best, okay. Sometimes if they reimburse for these things, then it is well and good. You can buy in Amazon and send them the invoice and perhaps they can reimburse. But if not, you can of course spend. It's just 5-10k or something like that. Maybe on a whole it may be around 20k or something. Since you use an external monitor and stuff, sometimes it may be required, you may need to buy a small UPS or something like that, okay. It is even more good. You can charge your laptop as well. In case if power goes off, you use some small UPS like this, it is going to provide some extra backup power besides having that laptop battery and things like that. So you can have some setup like this for work from home situation. But in my case, most of the times I use a very large system and I do use some couple of servers. It's a complete different use case for me. But in general, if you are office going person, now because of lockdown you are or because of COVID you are working from home quite often, first invest in a proper gear like this, and it doesn't need to be expensive, okay. That's the point. I do see this frustration quite often these days with my students as well. They really get exhausted working several hours, and many do complain that unlike office, now they are reporting almost all the time, and if they send any mail at time of night or evenings, looks like their managers are expecting a reply within just couple of minutes or couple of hours, even in the night time. So they expect that work from home you should be available all the time rather than coming to office at office hours. So this is the kind of mess many are dealing at this point of time. Since I do work from home several years, so I can give some tips like this so that you can make yourself comfortable, have the right gear. It is not that you need to spend a lot of money. Some of these things are a good investment. You can use the monitor of course for any watching movies and stuff. I do like such large monitor. I do watch YouTube videos or I watch movies and Amazon Prime and stuff like that, okay. I do like this sort of a setup. I don't like something small, crammed up and stuff. So I don't ever like this, whatever screens you get in laptop and stuff. It's just so small and it is not that productive. If you want to do some extensive coding, if you are doing some kernel debugging, if you are doing some web designing, it's good to have a large monitor like this. You can have some window here and something there, you can debug and stuff like that. It is going to give lot more comfort for your eyes, and you can see things at a distance at a right font rather than things crammed up in a laptop and you squint your eyes and try to focus what it is written. Okay, especially people who have that issue of seeing things nearby. Okay, so I think that is called as long sight, whatever. So I'm saying you can invest like this. So hope this is useful. As usual, I continue with my tech videos. I felt let me share this small tips. I hope it is going to be helpful for everyone. Okay, thanks a lot for joining me. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye bye.